Hello, welcome back. You're watching Haikyuu, and, well, who can blame you? After some of the stuff that we've witnessed, the practice match going so stupendously well, teammates helping them through, not letting each other slack, and the perspective, the vision widening of all of them being able to see a little bit more, especially a rather short of stature orange-haired lad. Whether we're here for more practice, or just interaction between the teammates, there's a lot to be going on, and a few episodes left, so don't be lazy now. I'll see you on the court. What's an alarm to wake up to? Unless it's a ringtone, in which case, equally as bad. But also knowing that the spring tournament is just around the corner. Huh? Well, they're not in his contacts. Matches have ended. No one's around. Basketball? Where else would you play basketball but then... What's the volleyball team? I mean, anxiety is one thing, but for the lead man himself, for the captain to have these kind of nightmares, how much is he actually worrying about this? And I guess subconsciously his own place in the team being the third year. I do not remember in the slightest what my first dream of the year would have been. I have a few ideas, though. Yeah, if ominous feelings are anything, starting a new year with the not just disbandment of the volleyball team, but it not existing. He's got a few worries in his head rolling around, and to be fair, they're probably well-founded, considering where they are now and what they're going to be doing. And also, considering that the spring tournament is only around the corner, are we actually going to start it in this season? And of course, where would we be if we didn't have a New Year trip to the shrines and whatnot? Ooh. Fancy meeting all you here. And even if she did, they wouldn't say anything about it. I think that was a spelling mistake. He's a bit energetic in the morning. Yeah, I was about to say he doesn't look exactly the healthiest, but dealing with things in their own way. Surprising that. There he goes. Just get another one. That's how it works, right? I don't even know what to call the expression on the very minimalist face there. At this point, does anyone actually firmly believe in all of that, or is it just more of a tradition kind of thing? Oh, the poor old dog. You can't bet everything on the intervention of deities. I mean, when else? Get them thinking about it early. They just have to rely on themselves. Looks like all possibility of bad luck has just been erased by that sight. I think the proportions were slightly off there. Is that an appropriate response? Actually, it might be. Let's be fair. I am liking to seeing everyone's own ways of going about the new year there. And what they were doing. All kind of fits their personalities. Make sure it's not basketball in there. Ha ha ha. I see. They're all just taking a break for some volleyball. Pick up something else. So, in a way... Fair. I haven't heard that about tuna, but definitely sharks. He might need to explain his meaning behind that sentence, but then again, it's the captain. Who are they to disagree about the nonsense that he says? Yo. And what did he think of the match? How it went down? Who wouldn't be, considering the Spring Nationals are just a few days away? I mean, they've earned their place here. Anything going forward would be just on top of that. But do them all proud. If you screw up now... They're carrying the weight of everyone that they took out along the way. How many times are we going to reaffirm that they have the team backing them, that they have everyone else to rely on? Make sure they're packed and ready to go. Not forgotten anything. Phone, wallet. We did see the toothbrush there, so at least that's something. If... Actually, this time it might be, yes. Also, it's not surprising in the slightest the ones that have their faces pressed up against the window. There will be hell to pay. This is a new sight to them. Well, close enough. No matter where they will be, they'll be enthralled with what they run into. How many times are they going to need to be reeled in? Remember their place? Don't start screwing up now. Something's going to have to bring them out of it. She's not even playing and it's getting to her. But then again, that's always been her personality. Right now, there's something else they need to be. A compilation. Up their spirits, show them when they've actually been good. Yeah, we've got some production quality there. What if some members of the team only have, like, a single clip? How is that gonna fare? Put yourself in the spotlight, realise what you've managed to do along the way. Boost their egos slightly. Hopefully we'll get some of them breathing. I wonder why. He's going out for a run. What if something was to happen? It's a dangerous world out there. You got to balance out to babysit them. Is he going to manage to step in for the place of the captain when the time has finally arrived? Fair enough. He won't have to run. He just... They're like... It's like taking dogs for a walk. He's going to pick up after them. He's not one for cardio exercise. If it's getting into a good habit, fair enough, try not to break it. If only I could pay attention to anything, let alone studying for more than 5 minutes. Just let him have this one. I mean, there are certain ones that it needed to work on, so I'm glad. Stay. Well, the fact they're actually attempting to somewhat stay pure. Well, even though all this time that they've spent together, and still really doesn't know how to talk to her. Not even waiting for a response? Jesus. Huh. So trips and falls, scrapes and bumps. Fair. We don't really know much about, or don't think we've been told too much about her history. I mean, she has a point. You don't have to feel bad about scars. It's a sign of what he thinks you've been through. And no one's particularly asked her too much. I think that in of itself is quite a big deal. She doesn't need to be so scared all the time. I do like well, actually I don't like, but I do like at the same time, the constant reaffirming that time is ticking. The tournament is just around the corner, like tomorrow. The club can't stay as it is. Time is ephemeral. And remember, right now you'll have quite a few eyes on you, maybe even televised. Who knows? Maybe one or two people actually take interest in Kurosano instead of every other team. It's close enough. That's all he needs. A fated encounter. You're not the protagonist of. You might be the protagonist of a harem anime. Yeah, you definitely can't stop yourself from falling. Don't even try. Damn it! How dare she interrupt? He knows her? And they've both managed to He's forgotten what he's talking about, hasn't he? It's if he forgot himself for a second. But yeah, knowing someone from a while back, and now they've reunited in a place like this, and both playing volleyball at this kind of level. The fact that they're getting on with people kind of easily and talking to them like this. I think everyone would, I agree, would want this kind of interaction to be able to look who it is. There is quite the variety of characters and cast here, ones that we've had a few stories with along the way. Pretend you haven't noticed him. Ah. I wonder if Hinato's been texting him every night still. We've only seen a few. Starting already with the friendly ribbing and psych talk. God, the stands are full. But how would they feel when they themselves are represented up there amongst all of the others? There's no bathroom you can run off to. Hold it in. The fact that they are here now, they can definitely hold their heads up a bit high. I don't think they need to be marching in lockstep, but they've kind of made it. Who would have thought, eh? From when they started, with veritably nothing, to now being amongst the greats, standing on maybe not the same location, but the same feeling. The court is his idol, what got him into volleyball in the first place. Can they themselves inspire anyone else to pick it up? And thinking about it, there were so many opportunities for him to fall behind or even stop volleyball before even becoming a thing. In fact, there wasn't a club for him that very little people would even wanted to help practice. And yet he fought through it all to obtain his dreams. That in itself should be commended. What exactly is going on with my hair? Seeing them now, standing in line amongst their peers, the team that was downtrodden and had so many people disregard them as even a threat, now standing amongst the nationals. They have come far from that little garbage dump. I think, alongside all of the regular stuff, like the tension of getting into this, the history and everything that you've fought for to be able to get here, the small things like Suga keeping up his studying, Kageyama going for a run, Hinata not being able to sit still. All of that just makes it feel so lived. And then having the coach come up with these ideas. Let's show a montage of your best points. Get those that are easily anxious and worried, focusing on something else. These kind of small things which ultimately don't really add up to anything, but at the same point it just fleshes it out so it seems so natural, as if we're not watching a plot as such. It's more just an actual experience that someone's gone through. Or they've all gone through, at least. And how they've all got a twisted web of connections and relationships, those that they've run into before, or recently, as Kageyama's case. And there's very little we can get away from now. I was wondering if we would slowly build up to the tournaments, but no. End of episode 9, and we're on the courts, displaying the team for everyone to see. There's no backing out, running away now. Not that any of them were intending it. So I guess it's really just a matter of time for us to see what is coming up. They can all greet each other warmly, seeing themselves on the same footing in the same place, but as soon as the matches start, well, that's where friendly camaraderie and friendships, they go out the window. Now we're into the game plan, into the game talk, into battle mode, essentially. I just hope that the team that we know and love can add a few extra clips to their Wall of Fame. I really don't know what to think, because there are teams and players that are at such a high level that can our ones that we've been following keep up? Have they got the capability to grow that quickly? We've seen a lot from them, so don't expect any slowdown in that regard. Kind of like what we saw in the practice match, but I'm hoping a hell of a lot more. I wonder what the camera work and everything's going to be once the spotlight is actually on the action. The ball flying across the court. Split-second decisions. We might need to find out, and me jammering on just prolongs that. So, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel. Join onto my Discord if it pleases you. But I'll see you in the next one. If you would like to be the ones cheering me on a national stage, probably undeserved considering I just watch anime, but nonetheless, consider joining onto my Patreon, help out the channel, make sure it grows further. And right now, I really do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Endurist, Shiwan, Mats, Acne, Guado, Danny Swee, Maxwell, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Jim Ace Backwards, The Kebab Seller, Tori Jane, and everyone else. And maybe all together we can make some kind of legacy here.